it's Teresa. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm reviewing this awesome set of Globleland wedding-themed cutting dies. These dies were sent to me free of charge from Beebeecraft for my review. And I've just had so much fun playing with them, and I've made a lot of projects to share with you. And I've also got a couple of tutorials at the end of this video so that you can see how these go together. This die set consists of 9 pieces. The dies on the left make the suit, the dies on the right make the dress. And when I first saw this die set, I really thought that these were intended to be favor boxes. But as I started working with them, I realized my mistake, and I also referenced the online description, and there's nothing about boxes. They're meant to be more just 3D structures for decoration, to put on a table for a party or so forth. But with just a small modification that I'll show you in the tutorial at the end, I was able to turn each of these into a favor box, should you choose to use them in that way. All in all, I found this to be a very versatile set. All the dies are nice and thick and cut very cleanly. The suit at its widest point is about 2.5 inches by about 4 inches tall and about 1.5 inches deep. The dress comes in at 2 3/4 inches wide by about 3.5 inches tall and 1.5 inches deep. Let's check out the projects. As you can probably tell, I've been having a lot of fun playing with this set, and I've thought of so many different ideas, so many different ways that you could use it. For instance, this one that is made into a little box, tested it out. You could put 2 miniature nail polishes inside. Show you how that goes in, just like that. How cute would that be for a little party favor? Another idea would be to gift an essential oil. That fits nicely inside as well. Chapstick would be another idea for this little box. Or for use as a table favor, you could, if you're having a tea party, you could tuck a little bag of tea in the top inside. Or, the same token, you could use this as a place card holder. Those are just a few ideas that I came up with, but the possibilities really are just limited to your imagination. Now that you've seen the projects, let me show you how to make them. I thought it might be fun to do a little Christmas suit to go with this cute little Christmas dress, so that's what we're going to start with. You will need 2 front pieces, 2 side pieces, 1 bottom piece, 2 lapel pieces. Now, because there's only 1 lapel cutting die, what you will need to do is place your die face down like you normally would, and then on your second pass, turn your cardstock over and place it down so that you have a mirror image. There is a little bit of embossing on this die, and because you're flipping it over, the embossing is going to be on the wrong side on this one. So what I did is I just took both of my 2 pieces after I had them die cut out, and I ran them back through my die cutting machine to kind of flatten them out and make them a little bit more even looking. It worked really well. You'll also need 1 shirt piece. Before we assemble, we're going to put all of our cut pieces aside except for the 2 side pieces. Since I'm choosing to make a box, I'm going to modify these 2 side pieces just slightly by cutting them down to 2 inches. So I'm going to cut the narrow side off. I'm just going to line this up in my trimmer. The flat side at 2 inches and cut. And I'm going to do that for both pieces. Next, just going to fold on all of the score lines that are embossed by the dies. I like to reinforce those with my bone folder just to make them nice and crisp. Repeat this with all of your pieces. Now our pieces are ready to assemble. We're going to start with this box bottom, and you'll notice that this is not a square, it's more of a rectangle. It's got 2 sides that are a little bit longer, and that's what we're going to be securing these pieces to. So this is the front and the back of the box, so let's start there. I'm using art glitter glue to put mine together, but you can use the adhesive of your choice. I like a wet glue because it gives you a little bit of time to move the piece in case you don't stick it exactly where you want it on the first try. And I like to go over it with my bone folder a little bit just to make sure that it's securely stuck down. Repeat on the other side. Next, we're going to secure our side pieces in the same way, with the wide end securing to the bottom of the box. Next, we're going to identify the front of our box. For me, it's going to be this side. Doesn't really matter. If you have a preference, then make sure that you orient your paper that way. And we're just going to put glue on these little side flaps that connect to the front of the box, like this. And again, I like to go over it with my bone folder, just to make sure that it's securely stuck down. Repeat on the other piece, just again on the front portion of the box. So now your piece should look like this. Next, I'm going to take a Velcro dot. I've put the two sides together. I'm just going to peel off the backing, and I'm going to secure it to one side of my box on the inside. Peel off the other backing, if I can get it. The disadvantage of having nails sometimes. There we go. And we're just going to make sure that these pieces are lined up how we want them. And then we will stick these together like that. Just apply pressure. And there you go. Now we can open our box to fill it. Next comes the fun part, decorating the box. Next, you want to take your shirt piece, and what we're going to do is we're going to, from the center right here, we are going to make a little mark that's 1/4 of an inch long, and we're going to cut that. That's going to form our collar. Now you can eyeball this if you want to. I'm a little anal that way, so I'm just going to measure it so that I know for sure I'm not going to have to cut this piece again. So this is 1 inch wide at the top, so I'm just going to make a little mark right here at the 1/2 inch point and line that mark up with the point to align my ruler. And I'm going to draw down to the 1/4 inch mark. So I'm simply going to cut right on that line. Next, I'm going to fold over like this to create a little collar. And I'm going to try to get them somewhat even. And I'm going to go over that with my bone folder a little bit just to make it nice and crisp. Next, I'm going to grab my box. I'm going to make sure that I'm looking at the front of my box. It's not the part that's open, but the part that's actually glued to the sides. And I'm going to align my collar on here. Now I find it looks a little bit more realistic to pop it up just a touch over the edge of the suit. You can do it level, you can do it however you want to. So I'm just gonna get some glue and put mine down. Next, you're going to want to bring in your lapel pieces, and you're simply going to glue those on either side of the shirt. To make mine look a little festive, I'm going to use this sticker from my stash. Now this would look a little funny as is, but what I'm going to do is just trim off these tails and use it as a bow tie. For my last little bit of embellishment, I've got these stickers. They're called Dazzles. And I'm just going to take a few of them and create little buttons on my shirt. Our cute little festive box is complete, and now he's ready to be a proper date at the Christmas party. To create the dress box, it's much the same process, but the measurements are a little bit different for these side pieces. So I'm going to show you how it goes together now. Again, you're going to need 2 front pieces, 2 side pieces, and 1 bottom piece. Next, you're going to fold on all of the score lines. Before you fold the score lines on the 2 side pieces, we're going to cut these down, much like we did with the suit one, except these we're going to cut to 1 3/4 inches because this box is a little bit shorter. To assemble, we're going to take our box bottom, and on the long end, we're going to adhere our dress front. Repeat the process for the dress back. Next, we're going to secure the side pieces with the wide end securing to the bottom of the box. Now your piece should look like this. Next, we're going to identify our front, which I'm going to use this as my front. And on this flap, I'm going to secure it to the front. Now you just want to take it in far enough that this corner doesn't peek out over the edge. So it doesn't line up perfectly, but you're never going to notice that because these boxes are just so cute. And we're going to repeat the same, again, only adhering to the front side of the box. So your piece should look like this. This is the back of the box. This is the front of the box. Next, we're going to adhere a Velcro dot to secure the box. And I just put it right here on the bodice under the collar. Line this up. Give it a press. And there you go. This is, again, the back of the box is the part that opens, the part that's not secured down. We are just going to secure that, and then we're going to flip it over, and we're going to decorate the front. To create a little decorative piece for mine, I took the die, and I just cut out this top portion with some white glitter cardstock, like this. And I'm just simply going to glue that down. And it's very easy to line up because you can see that there are embossed lines on here. Plus the outline obviously is the same. So that just gets glued down like this. I just think that adds such a nice touch. And then I'm going to take this fun little sticker from my stash. I am going to add just a little bit of extra glue to make sure that it doesn't come off. And you can put this in a variety of places. You could put it off to the side here. I'm just going to stick mine in the center, like so. And on the back, I'm going to put one of those cute little bows. Matches the bow tie of her date. Pop it right there. And to make it look like she's got a little belt that's leading up to that, I pulled some stickles from my stash, and I'm simply going to make a little belt. And that's it. So quick and easy. As you can see, I've been having a ton of fun playing with this die set, and I know that you will too. Be sure to click the link in the description box below so that you can check it out. Also, don't forget to use my coupon code, Teresa and the number 5. That's listed at the bottom of the description box below, and that will save you $5 on your order of $40 or more at Beebeecraft. If you haven't checked out my Beebeecraft haul and unboxing yet, I'll link that in the description box below so that you can see what else I'm going to be playing with. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Also, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Until then, bye!